So, what I want everyone to know about the ruling elite of our world, all the people that are like in the world stage that have a prominent position in the world stage, such as your tech billionaires, your Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and those types of people, all your celebrities, all of them, all your influencers, millionaires, billionaires, everyone that has a social platform that influences other people, all your politicians, all your royal family across the world, they are not completely human, and they have complete and total view and access to the human population, like complete, total, remote, individual access to every individual human being. So they are a reptilian life form. So these ruling elites, who are the politicians, celebrities, influencers, tech billionaires, all of these people, they have complete total view of the human population, of every individual human race. So they have like an omnipresent telepathic system, and they are completely different to the human race. So they are part of the fallen angels slash demonic slash reptilian hybrids slash world-droned people, also clones. So they are a mix of a variety of different life forms, and they are completely and totally different to what we human beings are. So the ruling elite, they are not humans, or they are hybridized humans, partial humans, shape-shifting humans. It's a very complex reality, and you have to go study disclosure for this. So all of these celebrities, royals, and politicians who you believe you know them, but in fact they know you better than you know yourself, because these people, they don't die. These people are a different life form. They have advanced technology. They are part of the heavenly system of our Father. They are the fallen angels. They are the watcher angels that watch over humanity, were watching over humanity, but fell and became fallen angels, and they still hold their watcher ability and their watcher power, and they watch over humanity. So they know every human being individually. So all these celebrities, they know you. All your politicians, they know you. The royal family, they know you individually. So these people, they know the entire human race individually. So the celebrities or the ruling elite politicians have complete access to every individual human being remotely. Whether you are in the toilet, you are in the kitchen, whether you are traveling to Africa, doesn't matter. They have their omnipresent telepathic demonic ability, omnipresent telepathic angelic fallen angel abilities, and they have their technology. They have the all-seeing eye. So the Freemasons all-seeing eye is to do with this. So they literally see everything. They see into everything. So it's not like they just know you through your computer data. It's not that. They literally know you personally. They know your entire body. They know everything. They know the insides of your body, and they know your entire past life or the life that you have lived. So this all-seeing eye system is not just it's not just exclusive to the fallen angels or the ruling elite or the demonic satanic ruling elite, the pedophile ruling elite. It's not exclusive to them, the all-seeing eye. It's initially and actually and still a part of the heavenly system of our Father in heaven. So all the angels, the good angels that watch over us, that protect us, whereas there are factions of the fallen angels called the watcher angels. They have a really bad reputation of doing a lot of evil acts on the human through their telepathy, through their all-seeing ability, through their body and mind access of the human being. They have almost like demonic telepathic ways with the human race. So these fallen angels or the beast system, the groups that are doing the Mark of the Beast 666, they have complete and total view of the human race. They have access to your body and mind. And they can use that remote access to your body and mind to inflict a lot of fear and to physically harm you, to raise your heart rate, to give you anxiety, to target you in your dreams. So all your dreams are fake. Don't believe in your dreams. So they can give you any dreams that they want. They can come into your dream. They can communicate with you. They harass you, target you in your dream, or they do that to me. And this is the part of my work that I am doing within my Vajrayana Mother Tantra, to witness this, to go through this, and to give this testimony to humanity that you should not be intimidated by their all-seeing ability. So what the fallen angels will tell you is that they are the only ones that have that ability, that you are alone, no one's here to protect you, that Jesus Christ doesn't exist, there is no God, this world is just like a universe and everything is like self-manifesting. So they will say all those lies to you because they're demons, they're pathological liars. All your politicians, celebrities are demons, they're pathological liars. So they're going to tell you that you are alone with them and they can do whatever they want with your body and mind to make you submit, to their Mark of the Beast, to make you submit to their demonic system, out of fear to leave the path of God and to submit to their satanic system. They will intimidate you and make you feel like they can do whatever they want with you, with your body and your mind, but that is simply not true, because this complete body-mind access also belongs to the holy angels of heaven and also to Christ and Father. So this total access of the human body and mind by the fallen angels, by the demonic forces that are in constant 24/7 telepathy with you. You do not know that they are in constant telepathy with you, but they are 24/7 in your space, in your mind, in your body, always keeping watch, always monitoring, always controlling every facet of your life. That's how it is. That's how it has been since you were born, and that's how it will be until you rapture and go to heaven. Unless you exit this reality, that body-mind control that these demonics have over you will continue to maintain. But you also have to remember that this body-mind access is also part of the heavenly system, and it's not exclusive to the fallen angels. So when you are awakened at this level, that you realize that the demonic forces are in telepathy with you, are in your body, in your mind, in your environment, in your life, controlling every facet of your life, controlling your money, your relationship, absolutely everything in your life. When you realize that and you are awakened at that level, then you can access higher spiritual systems such as the Pragya of Buddhism. She is the Great Mother. So she is before form. So she is supremely, supremely powerful. She is before anything. She is even before Yahweh. She is even before our Father in heaven. So you can directly access her, Pragya Paramita. And Pragya Paramita is taught within Buddhism. So Buddhism is based on Pragya Paramita, the knowledge of Sunyata, zero emptiness. So that's what you have to do. So when you wake up to the highest evil of this world, which is basically knowing the 24/7 telepathic interface that humanity is a part of individually with the ruling elite, fallen demonic forces, fallen angels, that you are in constant telepathy with them and they control every facet of your life. When you are awakened to this level, you need higher spiritual access, you need higher spiritual support, you need higher spiritual understanding and higher spiritual learning. And in this entire universe, there is nothing higher than Pragya Paramita, the Great Mother, called the perfection of wisdom, called emptiness, Sunyata, zero. There's nothing higher than that. So you can access her, because we live in this form reality. So our job is to transcend this form reality and transcend it into emptiness, because everything in this form reality is empty. So Lord Buddha Shakyamuni has taught about Sunyata, has taught about Pragyaparamita. She is known as the mother of all the Buddhas, all the Bodhisattvas, all the Pratyeka and Shavaka Buddhas, which are various degrees and levels of enlightenment. So there is Buddhahood, the Buddha itself, and there are many different levels of awakening and enlightenment that are equally powerful and allows us to exit this reality. So you don't have to attain full-blown Buddhahood to exit this reality, but even the lower vehicles will help you exit this reality. So your goal in the end times is to know how to exit this world, and that information is given in Buddhism. How to exit this earth, how to exit this charnel ground infested with demons. That you can learn in Buddhism. So without knowing Buddhism, without knowing the knowledge of the Great Mother, without knowing emptiness, without knowing sunyata, emptiness is called sunyata in Nepalese. So without knowing her, without knowing the Great Mother, you cannot exit this reality. So you actually have to study sunyata, you have to study emptiness, you have to study the perfection of wisdom, which is Buddhism. So what if you ask me what is Buddhism? Buddhism teaches about the Great Mother. So the entire teaching of Buddhism is teaching you about the Great Mother. The Great Mother is the perfection of wisdom. So her name is Prajna Paramita or Pragya Paramita in Nepalese. And Pragya Paramita literally means perfection of wisdom. So you have to perfect wisdom in order to exit this reality. So what humanity needs to know is that the Antichrist, Whore of Babylon, and Satan, the great dragon, has complete access to every individual human being. They all know you personally. So the beast system, the unholy trinity, the Antichrist, Whore of Babylon, and Satan, they know every individual human being individually. They are invested in your life. They control your life. And they know you since you were born. They know every individual human being that has ever walked this earth because they have been alive since the creation of this earth and they have not died. So they know everything from Adam up to the end of this age. They know every individual human being that has walked this earth. They have seen the journey of Yeshua, Son of God, Jesus Christ. They have seen him. They have seen Lord Buddha. They have seen everyone that has born on this earth, and you will have to be dealing with them. I personally have to deal with the Antichrist, Whore of Babylon, and Satan myself, and give testimony of them as part of my spiritual mission on this earth, to deal with these forces and give testimony of them. That you will have to deal with the Whore of Babylon, that is extremely jealous, extremely vile. The Antichrist and Satan, they're aggressive, they're violent, they are prideful, and they will not take no for an answer. They will want to have power over you. They will want to control you. They will want you to submit. They will not want you to complete your mission. They want you to be disobedient. So they will work with you at that level. They will interact with you at that level to veer you off your path, to veer you off your spiritual path, or to intimidate you, and you will have to overcome them. So you can find the identity of the Antichrist, Satan, the great dragon, and the Whore of Babylon in the book of Revelation, and you will have to directly deal with them. So they are not just like fantasy fictional characters, but they are real, and they are completely and totally invested in the entire human story. You will see the identity of Whore of Babylon and the Antichrist everywhere. You will see their works everywhere when you are waken up to that level. So they are part of the human race. They are part of our civilization, and they have constructed the human race and the human civilization with all the great deceptions and everything that they have done, everything bad and anti-God that takes place on this earth, including wars and poverty and famine and refugee problems. All of that is coming from the Whore of Babylon, Antichrist, and Satan, and you will have to wake up to this level of disclosure. So the Whore of Babylon, Antichrist, and Satan turned me into a refugee when I was only 4 years old. So they have targeted me as a child, and they do not care whether you are a child or an adult or a tiny baby. They do not care. They will prosecute you, they will target you, and they will attack you. They will do whatever they want to you, because they do not care about the human population. They do not care if you're only a child. They do not care if you are spiritual. They only care to fulfill their own pride, to fulfill their own aggression and anger towards you. The Whore of Babylon is extremely petty and jealous. The Whore of Babylon gets jealous when I eat good food and I wear a new pair of t-shirt. The Whore of Babylon will be so jealous. And the Antichrist and Satan, they're all nonsensical. They're based on comedy and mockery and laughing. So do not be intimidated by these foolish things. The Whore of Babylon and the Antichrist will be thrown into the lake of fire, and gazillions of humanity will rapture and ascend to heaven as a result of their purification during the Great Tribulation. So humanity will wake up, they will learn the true nature of this world, and they will actually rapture and go to heaven. Whereas the Whore of Babylon and the Antichrist, the great almighty omnipresent telepathic bullies, they will be thrown into the lake of fire, as they will lose their battle with the Son of God, Yeshua, Jesus Christ. So do not be intimidated by these fools, because you are the ones that are going to inherit the Son. You are the ones that is going to inherit the Holy Trinity of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You will be living in the new kingdom. You will meet our Father in heaven, the great Creator. So don't be intimidated by these fools. So the Whore of Babylon, Antichrist, and Satan, they will harm your body, they will harm your mind remotely, they will put a lot of fear in your heart, they will raise your heart rate, they will give you anxiety type feelings, they will haunt you, they will make their presence known in your room, they will make sounds in your room. They will do many different things to your body and your mind, but you will have to overcome it and realize it is all trickery, it is all mind control. It is all witchcraft, it is all telepathy, and you will be given the right instructions by the angels of, by the holy angels of heaven, or whoever is supporting you in your journey. Because something like this Vajrayana, the Great Tribulation that we are going through, humanity will not be doing it alone, and a person never does that kind of stuff alone. They always have a guide, they always have a teacher with them to guide them through the Great Tribulation process. So according to the Vajrayana system in Buddhism, when someone is initiated into a awakening path, such as you are becoming a Buddha, Arhat, or whatever your category is and whatever your level is, you will always be given a teacher, a guide, a lama. And you will be working within those spiritual systems, such as a Buddha Yidam and Dakini type template. You will be working under a teacher and a student scenario, because you are going through purification, you're going through an awakening. And this type of work that we do during the Great Tribulation is never done alone within the spiritual system of Buddhism. And the Vajrayana is the Great Tribulation, and it is a Buddhist spiritual system.